is it. Because I think you're out of here. You're partying come May, aren't you?
Well,
you're going to Nashville. You don't.
I'll be down with Brenda Lee in Nashville.
You'll be in Brenda Lee. Yeah, you're gone.
My last scheduled show is April 25th.
So here we go.
So I mean, we're done. And the thing is, we've got brand new things in the show today. It's not what's left over. It's the things that were really popular. That's why we have limited quantities of some, and some are brand new.
But this is a big deal. That is brand new. So this is not the clearance from 3 years ago. This has never been offered before. Everblooming Daylilies, meaning these are perennial and they are ever blooming. They're named that for a reason.
They never stop. And you've heard of reblooming daylilies.
Yes.
Those are the ones that bloom a long time, then they rest, and then they start blooming again. These don't stop. These are perpetuals. That means perpetually blooming. They come back every year. They're fully perennial. If you've never gardened before, the daylily should be your first perennial, because I defy you to kill it. It will grow in any kind of soil, in any part of the country, in the shade, the sun, the wet, the dry, the salt, the pot, the ground.
Let's go through the 6 pieces that you're going to be getting for $23.61. Look at that price per plant, color, and more color that doesn't stop, and on 4 easy payments and free shipping and handling. Here we go.
You're getting 2 each of 3 different varieties, and the pink one is the Rosy Returns, and I absolutely love that one because it's bright pink. It's got that lemon pie eye to it. Just a great look. And then we also have, look at this beautiful banana yellow right here. This one is called Fragrant Treasures. It truly is a treasure because this is electric yellow. Fabulous color right here. And then we've also got the apricot. I had switched them up. We've got apricot sparkles, which is actually over here.
No problem.
So we've got apricot sparkles that's diamond dusted and beautiful colors. These are only 18 to 24 inches tall. The daylily is the perfect perennial.
Why is it the perfect perennial? I'm new to, I'm just getting into the gardening thing, and someone's watching right now, and man, just help me out. I just want a lot of color, and I want my yard to look good. Why is it perfect?
Well, I have to tell you this. My grandmother loved to garden, and when I was a little bitty fella, she wanted somebody to garden with, and she gave me my first daylily when I was just a child because she knew I was going to be successful. It was very important to her that I be successful, because if I weren't, I would not be her gardening buddy.
Really?
And it absolutely took. And she gave me a daylily called Hyperion, and I've loved daylilies ever since because they work. And if you don't know anything about gardening, the daylily will do all of its work for you.
So some of these beautiful, brightly colored flowers oftentimes are annuals, and next year you get them again. Next year you get another grass. So these are coming back again, aren't they?
It's a huge collection. Why don't you get on that end? Let's show them how big this is.
And this will happen from what I'm getting shipped to me to turning into this. How long does that take?
Yes, by the end of the summer, yours should be blooming like this. Use your growing guide, which you don't really need because the daylily will do its trick whether you know anything or not. And they absolutely work, but it's a big collection of colors. The reason that you see daylilies planted along highways is because they're tough. Do you think they've got an irrigation system out there or that they spray or anything like that? No, they do not. It absolutely works. If you've got an embankment in front of your house and it's got all that rough, you know, where they plowed all the good soil off, you get all that rock and pieces of mess.
And you're wondering if anything can grow.
This will grow directly in that soil with no amendments at all. You don't have to do a thing. I use these in Miami. I use these in Aspen. All parts of the country. I even use them in areas that get salt water inundation. Say if you get flooded with salt water, they don't die.
So the dormant bare roots.
Yes.
6 of them, and they rebloom. They ever bloom.
Ever blooming.
Which is different than reblooming.
Correct.
So you're going to get that color from what month to what month?
These will start blooming in early June, and these bloom all the way through September.
June to September.
Yes, indeed.
Jeez, that's great. Look at the pops of
fantastic.
color. And now that you've got all these, look at how bright these yellows are. There's almost 2,000 of you who have picked it up.
Look at this.
And I will let you know that it's never, ever been this price before because it's brand new. And even though it's brand new, this offer will never happen again for this season 2017. No way.
Right.
It's about to say goodbye, and anybody can use 4 easy payments, in this case of $5.91, and they're guaranteed, right?
They really are.
You
look at the apricot sparkles. The closer you get, the better it looks. See the little crimped edges? It's got all that detail work, and I love that because the apricot color looks great, by the way, with brick and stone, if you've got that. And look at this beautiful, beautiful Rosy Returns, because it's got yellow down deep, but it's got that garnet halo right there, and then there's the beautiful, beautiful Fragrant Treasure. bright yellow one, very similar in color to the one that my grandmother gave me when I was a kid.
M53226, shipped as shown in the lower right. 2,500 people are saying Rosie returns, come on in. So for the non-gardener, this is it. What about critters and all those kind of things and caring for it during the year?
I've never had to spray mine. That's what I love about that. If you don't, if you want a chemical-free garden, this is the way to go because these will grow in poor soil. If you fertilize them, they'll multiply more rapidly. So pick up a bud and flower booster for that. But I was talking to my mom on the phone right before I came in, so she'd be watching this, and I talked about the daylily that my grandmother had given me.
Yeah.
And I said, every time I smell that daylily, I go by and I said, "Good morning, me mama," when it's blooming. No, it's a really cool thing because it brings back memories for me, and the daylily's got a special place in my heart because it was the first perennial I ever grew, and I expect it's going to be the last one I have in my garden because when everything else is gone, the daylily persists. In fact, you're
sitting in your rocking chair someday, you're going to have the doggone daylilies.
Well, it may be soon, but the old-fashioned daylilies, if you drive through the country, I grew up in a rural area, and where houses have fallen down and all, the only thing that lets you know that a gardener ever lived there, you see the chimney, and the only thing growing there are the daylilies.
Let me give you the update on these.
They have persisted.
They are persistent, and they're here, but you're persistently shopping right now because we started with how many, Brian? 5,000. There's 1,500 remaining and 1,000 people on the line right now. So QVC.com, your QVC app, which is that speed buy, which I love using because it just locks it in. Boom, there it is. $5.91. However, if you want to shop on the phone right now, no problem. Just 1-800-345-1515. Be patient. We'll try to get to your order, but lock it in with automated ordering. If you're just joining us, there's only about 1,000 now remaining. It's $5.91. You're going to get them real soon.
Yes.
So you're not going to wait until May or June before these are shipped. They're coming soon, right?
These will bloom their heads off this year. And keep in mind, they're not rebloomers. These are Everbloomers, and they're as easy to grow as the old-fashioned orange ones, but they're just a little fancier looking.
Give me a little Philip Watson tutorial there. I get them now. I get them home. Yep. What do? I stick them. I've got them in a row. How far apart do I do that?
I plant mine 2.5 feet apart.
Okay.
Then I've got a solid border of the daylilies. You can plant regular lilies in between them, in containers or in the ground, but at 2.5 feet apart, you've got a dense daylily bed. That's the way my grandmother grew them. She had her daylily bed. And I know a lot of you out there, you remember your grandmother, she had the daylily bed, and that's what was in it. But her daylily bed bloomed the one time. Your daylily bed will be blooming the entirety of the summer and into fall.
I mean, that's a game changer. That changes everything. Because if you're going to have flowers, if I don't have the flowers, then, well, it's not as good. I want the flowers to bloom like crazy.
Horticulture's exciting.
I think you got 3 sellouts already, my friend.
I love it.
Shopping, hey, he writes the songs that make the whole world sing. You know where these would look great? I'm trying to do a transition here. At the Copacabana. Yeah, Barry is coming back. Check this out.
And I'm going to be there.
Oh, you go?
Yes.
You're not going to miss it.
Absolutely not.
Hottest spot north of Havana. We're coming right back.
Hi, this is Barry Manilow playing you some songs from my latest album called This Is My Town.
Pop legend Barry Manilow returns to QVC. Don't miss your chance to pre-order his latest release, plus 4 bonus tracks you can't get anywhere else. This Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Great things are happening on QVC and QVC2, so check it out.
Don't miss the return of Ms. Moose shoes to QVC and take any outfit from plain to polished. Customers are crazy for Ms. Moose shoes this Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Then we're kicking off our QVC Friends and Finds event with this sequin splash 3-piece wardrobe set from Quacker Factory. Check in throughout the day Friday. And tune in to QVC2 every Friday night for a look at the weekend's hottest deals and top finds. We've wrapped them all into one show during our weekend shopping spree at 10 p.m. Eastern. Find what you love on QVC and QVC2.
Welcome back into Cottage Farms, everybody. My name is Rick Delmar. Rick Delmar, QVC on Facebook. This is Philip Watson. Philip, you've been joining us here. You know what? People might not know.